What's going on, everybody? I'm back for another video for my tower. It's been a while, a good month almost, a little over a month. Super busy with work, so haven't been able to get anything going recently, but still been grinding away on my tower, and so today I'm going to just show you what we've been doing over a month now since the last progress video. So to start, we're going to go into here. See my stats? I'm at 3.35 quadrillion little Q lifetime coins. Last time we weren't even at one little Q. So within that month, I've gotten all the way up about 2.5 Q. For our stones earned, we're at 43.6 thousand stones. I did end up getting another thing of stone packs, so that did give me a little bit of a boost. Right here we have our recent coins per hour actually, so 7.85 trillion coins in an hour on average. Scrolling all the way down, you can see what we've been working with. Last time I believe we were farming tier 10 to about 20 trillion a run, giving me about 160,000 cells for about 9,000 waves to get all of that. We're on tier 11 now, farming 9,000, a little over 9,000 waves, getting almost 100 trillion and 223,000 cells for the best. Not quite ready for tier 12 yet. That was prior when I was farming tier 10, but that's pretty close. We're gonna get there soon. Going out into my battle history. This is the most recent run this morning. Got 8 trillion coins in an hour for a total of 97.31 trillion. It's my best run so far, and 222,000 cells. Just going in here, it's about a 12-hour run roughly. Rays are the big thing. They're what break my wall, and then either rays or scatters will kill me from there. But we're getting about 20k reroll shards as well from each run. A little sneak peek into my tournaments right there, but if you can see from all the way back here, where we're farming tier 11 to still about 9,000 waves, only 4.5 trillion per run, slowly creeping up around here. How I've been able to jump all the way up to 8 trillion has just been because of my labs, which we'll touch on in a little bit. Going into my tournament history, as you can see, we got a little bit of a bounce back between champions and platinum. When I've been getting into platinum leagues, I've been getting like 2k waves recently, over 2k waves, so we're just jumping right back out of there when we get pushed down. But slowly my progress in champs has been doing better, so sitting about 550 waves here, slowly working my way up, getting into the 600s, and then this last one I got 793, but still only placed rank 20. Like, that's crazy. 21 for me in previous ones was like mid 500s. That's just a lot. That's crazy work. These leagues are just tough. They're tough. Going into the guild, we just started a new week of guilds, so all my guys are going pretty strong. Got a couple people that haven't been on for a bit. He's on vacation, so I don't mind him. But we got our 750 box last week. Into the Guardians, we did pick up Scout. We're not going to be using him for a while. He's not going to be needed till we're doing not doing EHP, going into more damage build, which will be a little while. Our fetch brought this cooldown down to 106 seconds. I'm hoping to get it at 100 seconds just so I can sync it with my golden trio. And then summon, we got this up to 25 seconds since the last time. I can't remember, I believe it was in the teens still, about 18 seconds or so. And then into the store, got some of the currencies and stuff. Got all the coin multipliers. We got Kesar, the increased tower max health. We're not going to get rend armor for a little while. We're going to wait to do rend armor till last. We're going to get all of these cosmetics or coins before we do the elemental explosion for rend armor. So moving over, we're going to go into my workshop. A lot has changed since the last time. we got damage per meter all the way up to 30 till max, so at 170 now. This just makes it to where it's super cheap to just, within a couple waves, just get this maxed out right away. Damage, we're up to 5,700. It probably won't go up anymore from there because 71 trillion is about one run just for 100 points, which it's not really doing much for me in farming capacity. All of these stats I believe have just stayed the same. Going into the defense, we're up to 5,800 on my max health and maxed out on health regen. So 5,800 is pretty good because this is pretty expensive. Like that's a lot of coins for what I have, and I can just max that out within a couple waves. And then landmine damage, we're at 160 on that. Same deal, just easier to max it out and run. And then wall health, 1400, so it needs 400 upgrades. So that just gets free upgraded now in my farming runs and in tournament runs as well. Then into my utility. Main things that have changed is my EALS is now 360 and my EHLS is 300. I like to get this number a little bit higher because damage is doing me a little bit in tournaments. But the EALS is pretty expensive for like 5 levels. Yeah, 100 trillion. That's a lot. Into my enhancements, we're sitting a little bit higher on these now. 1.53, 1.54, and 1.53. I'll eventually get these all up to like a 1.55, 1.6 before I start just focusing mainly on masteries eventually. But that'll help me get my attack speed enhancement there. I'm not doing too much into attacks though. Defense, not much has changed here. Got all these to a 1.55 base, got orb size to 1.2, and regens at 1.57. I'll eventually raise these, but I don't really have the need right now. In utility, we actually have done a lot, so coin bonus is now up to 28, so 1.28 bonus on there. Cells is a 1.26. I'll eventually try and get these up to like a 1.3, but if you can see, I'm saving a lot of my coins right now, and I'll touch into that in a little bit. Enemy level skips at 1.07. We'll eventually raise that as well. Not needing it too much at the moment. And then free upgrades is 1.11. I'm not really worried about raising it. It'll help my coins because I do use a BHD, but at the moment it's good where it's at. I have everything over 100% by the end of my run. Going into my ultimate weapons, a lot has changed here. Like I said, I got another set of stone packs, so I got my chain lightning chance up to 21.5, and my damage up to 1,033, which is 898 base. So it's a pretty good amount. Nothing changed with Death Wave. Chrono Field, we maxed out the speed reduction. Got durations. The lab we have to finish another 5 levels on. I did another click into here just so I had an extra 1 second when I do the perk and run, and then when I eventually finish it, it's going to be at 1 minute and 1 second. But I'll eventually get Chrono Loop. I just don't need it at the moment. Golden Tower, got another click into the bonus, so bonus at base level is... Oh, now I'm in run. Bonus at base level is 19.2. Takes 500 to get the next upgrade, so I'm not worried about that. Got another 2 seconds into duration. Eventually want to get more because more duration means better GT plus. So my GT plus is now at level 5, so an 18%, or 0.18% rather. I'll eventually try and continue scaling this, but I have another idea for where I want to put my stones next. But I'll touch on that in just a moment because this is just going to stay here for a little while. Poison Swamp, nothing there. Black Hole, nothing there. Spotlight, here's another one, so we got the bonus up to a 15.0 base. This is where I'm going to try and sink my stones next, so I want to work on eventually saving for that 4th Spotlight quantity, so that might come through either next month's stone packs if I do end up getting those, or just from a long save because we're already at 309, so it'll slowly get there. And then angle I want to get up to eventually around 50%, because that'll be just really good coverage in general, so more coins and everything else. And you can see I got my Spotlight coin bonus now up to a 3.0. Moving on from there, going into my cards, a little bit has changed here. We've picked up, I believe, 2 more card slots since last time, 1 or 2. So we were at either 16 or 17 last time, now we're at 18 total. And if you look here, we got a little green. So we did get RPC Mastery because it's one of the ones that at base level is just going to do more for you than if you didn't have it, right? It's one of those long-term masteries, so I might as well start it early. So that's the only mastery we've gotten so far. I'm eventually going to save up for Wave Accelerator as well, because even at level 1, getting it to level 2 won't be too bad on my coins. It'll save or take a little bit of saving for, just like I'm saving for RPC, but it's going to make me from 6,500 to about 5,500 to max out my enemy spawn rate, which is just going to give me more coins at the end of the day. And then with my coins, I am working on this next level of RPC, because this goes from a 0.4 to a 0.8, which just already doubles my chance of getting common modules, which means more shards. Moving into my modules, we still have the Sharp Fortitude at Ancestral. It's at 115. Or did I have this last time? I don't think I did. So 115 on this, with best in slot stats in my opinion. I like warp speed. That's how I kill things. We got our G comp as well to Ancestral. We're sitting with free utility. That's for tournament purpose. Package chance, also for tournament purposes. Coins, that's if I start using it for farming, and the EALS is for tournaments as well. Primordial Collapse hasn't changed. Black Hole Digester, right? We got Mythic on it. Here are the substats for that. Dimension Core, this one's my tournament one. We got Spotlight Angle and Chrono Field. Those are both good for just getting extra damage and stacking damage a lot faster with that Chrono Field. And then we got the 2 Chain Lightning ones that you want for a Dimension Core, right? So pretty good there. It helped a lot in my last tournament. I went from more of that EHP kind of build to a more hybrid, which actually seemed to work pretty well. That's why I was able to get almost 800 waves, right? Multiverse Nexus, not too bad. I want to get this up to Ancestral, because then it'll probably be worth using just to get my sync time down a lot, and then that way I can probably have a permanent Golden Tower and Black Hole and make more coins than I do right now. But currently with permanent Golden Tower and not permanent Black Hole, it's not really helpful for me. Galaxy Compressor is the 1-star. We're getting it to 2 stars, so got another one here, and we're just pulling Galaxy Compressors for whatever reason. Like I surprisingly don't need them, right? But it seems like that's going to be the one I get to 5-star first. I'd like to get more Primordial Collapses, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. So we're going to save our gems for now, wait till version 28 probably, and then continue dumping more into modules if there's nothing enticing with the next version. Into labs, we got lab speed. Took it out for about a week to work on Chain Lightning labs. So we got our Chain Lightning Shock multiplier up to level 10, and Chain Lightning Shock itself up to level 10 as well, so shock chance. So that's at a 7.5%, which is pretty good because that's doubled with the Dimension Core. That helped a lot in my last tournament. Getting extra damage just was pretty beneficial. The main coin boost has been because of my Golden Tower. I got up to level 20 now. We're going to max that out. Coins per kill went from level 33 to now 48. We're going to stop it at 50. And then we maxed out Spotlight coin bonus. And once Spotlight coin bonus finished, we put in the Labs coin discount. And also another band perk. So we got our 5th perk band. So Labs coin discount is going to stay in here until I can afford the first level of Recovery Package Mastery. So that should go under 1Q, hopefully. By the time I save up enough for it, this will be at a point where it hopefully goes right under 1Q or right at 1Q for it. And then we got shatter shards in here. We took out reroll shards for shatter shards, so it only needs 8 more levels on reroll shards, so I'm not worried about it too much right now. I'm only missing out on a little bit, and getting shatter shards up is going to just help a ton with that recovery package mastery. So we'll get about 2 levels on this, and then we're going to try and get a little bit more module shards back from our shard cost, so we'll try and upgrade this once we get about 2 levels into shatter shards, and that'll just boost my module level up a pretty decent amount. We got our death wave health to 1000%. We'll max that out eventually once we're done doing econ labs at the moment. That'll just help in farming, not tournaments though. Wall regen we got up to 130%, just that extra little 10% boost is nice. Chrono field duration, again, just it needs 5 more seconds. That's just a long one to do. Those last 5 levels will just take forever. Chrono field range, we're at level 5 already. Getting that to max will be pretty helpful in both tournaments and farming in general. But yeah, that covers it for about labs for the past month have mainly been econ, right? So a lot of econ labs. That's for the most part, that's what it's just been, is just farming econ labs, doing a little bit of the wall health there, maxing that out. Yeah, mainly econ on this front, but that covers it for about a month's worth of progress, trying to condense it down into just a small little formed video. But until next time, I'm going to keep trying to progress my tower. We're going to try and get that recovery package to the next level. Later.